Smoke photography. Wonderful results, all in your own home, very cheaply. Now, what you need a decent camera that's got detachable lenses and a hot shoe. You need lenses, a 50mm lens or a 100mm lens or a zoom lens that will cover those ranges. Please try and stick to 50 to 100mm just so they come out really well. Too wide doesn't work. You need a project table to put your project on, a flash. Any flash will work. TTL flashes work best with these sync cables. The idea is the camera thinks the flash is on top of it. That just transfers the wired signal across the flash. This then works out the amount of light that shed onto the smoke, so your camera can process a really good image with very little work from you. Now if you use a non-TTL flash or you use wireless triggers, the cheap ones from Hong Kong, about $35, they work wonderfully, but again you need to know your settings so you can turn the power down on your flash so it's not too bright. Now, other things you need: black foam board, this will be for the background. Incense sticks, you can get these from the dollar store, $1.25. They work very well. In fact, most of my photographs have been done from that, but they do have a lingering odour after them. So some sort of hobby shop will sell you ones with nice, lovely incense smoke smells, which don't have an odour for so long. A desktop lamp, this is really just for focusing, so your autofocus has a chance to focus on the smoke because it's bright enough to do so. A pair of scissors, a lighter and some card. The card here is to be cut up and stuck to the side of desk lamp and for your flash. The idea is so the side of the flash and side of the lamp, which are against the backdrop, should have a card on here so the glare does not come onto the background. Things to avoid: if you don't have the card to stop the glare coming across, you end up with light pollution from your flash or your desk lamp. So use the card to stop the light getting to the background. Tape a black card to the flash on the nearest side of the background. Tape card to your desktop lamp on the side nearest the background. Okay, now I can't stress this enough. It's very simple and very inexpensive. Use elastic band or tape to tape the card on the flash or the desk lamp, and you're good. This is what happens if you don't. Now here you have the pollution from this side, so it could be coming from the flash or the desk lamp. I think we got a bit from the flash here, a bit from the desk lamp here, or vice versa. These spots on either one of these are from the ash on the incense stick floating in the air, so don't allow this to burn down too far. Only do short sessions. Light it, let the smoke come up, and then put it out and start again. If it goes down too long, you'll regret it because your sensor will look like it's got full of dust. It's not your sensor, it's the ash floating with the heat. This is the result you can expect if you've got everything set up right. I personally use a setting of 100 ISO, f8 on the aperture, 250 on the shutter, which is the maximum sync for my camera. Okay, this is your setup. Here's your flash on a cheap tripod on the side. Notice you got the card here, which will stop the glare going across to the background here. This is actually a card, although it looks white, it's actually black, to stop the glare going on this side, which you can see it's done a very good job of. This cam will be going in the center. Your incense stick will be going above. This cable is a sync cable, which will be going from here to your camera. And you light the stick, wait for the smoke, get your camera here, leave autofocus on, and have fun taking pictures. Just blow the smoke a little bit to vary how the smoke's going. If you don't blow the smoke slightly, you'll end up with just a straight line, which is very boring. So for editing, I would like to show you, if your picture is a little bit overexposed, or the black card is just a bit lighter than you really want, use levels. It's in most, I think all editors. The shortcut within Photoshop is Ctrl L, so it will bring up a histogram. Now the left of the histogram is where we alter the darkness. The right is where we alter the lightness. If you move the middle slider, that gives the best of both worlds, but we're only really interested in the dark on this. The smoke is not really overexposed, so we'll bring the left slider in, and you can see how it's changing it. Now you don't want to go too far, because you go too far it goes in too much and looks yuck. So go back just to get rid of that. You see there? And I think that looks pretty good. That's press the OK, and that's how we do it. Now if you don't remember the shortcut, we'll go back and you use image and adjustments and levels. The same thing, just bring the left slider in to get a pleasing result. But do play around with it, and that's as easy as the levels are, but I think it's a very important thing to learn. This is our smoke picture taken with a Canon 7D Mark II crop sensor camera. The lens used was 24 to 105mm Canon lens. The aperture used was f4. The focal length 24mm. The shutter speed was 250. Now, because it's such a wide aspect lens, we're going to have to crop out some of this garbage at the top where it's gone past the backdrop. So let's crop it. There we go, it's cropped and makes it look pretty smart. Next, I'd like to change the colour of the smoke. To do this, we have to crop the picture again. We do not want the can to be changing to psychedelic colours with the smoke. So here we go, let's cut this into just a smoke picture. That looks nice and tidy. Now, to change the colour of the smoke, we're going to use saturation and hue. Now this adjustment is in every photo editor that is on the market. You just have to know how to get to it. Now in Photoshop, I will go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. Now I will increase the saturation for better effects. Now we'll see what the slider for the hue does. Now watch the colour of the smoke. And now we'll go back to the other way. As we go up, so it changes. Now don't be frightened to change the saturation. It's entirely your choice of what you want to do with it, but it makes some lovely colours. Again, just change the colours to what you want, how subtle or how psychedelic you want it, and that's how you change the colour of the smoke. The next thing I want to show you is how to invert the colours. So we're going to make the black into a white and still be able to change the colour of the smoke. Again, you should be able to do this with any photo editor. On Photoshop, Image, Adjustments, Invert, and now we have a white background. Now we'll do the same with the colours for the hue. We'll go to Image, Adjustment, Hue, Saturation, move up the saturation, and now we'll move the hue across and see the different colours we get. And go back the other way. And there we have it. Very easy to do and quite a pleasing result.